baby was laying in that yelling, and I can hear him all the way from my house, like across the alley, about 2 or 3 houses down, screaming, just screaming.
They searched the entire house, but found no one inside.
Somebody find his shoe, please. It's making me uncomfortable with a little boy walking around in that garage like he cut up his feet. Yo, it's your boy E, man, back again with another motherfucking banger, y'all. Listen, got something real life for y'all today, nothing too crazy, man. Another cool little reaction for y'all. And if you new, make sure you hit that sub button because you missing out on good content, yeah. Any videos y'all want to see me react to, please let me know in the comments down below, or you can add me on Snapchat right here, you know what I'm saying? Add me on Snap, and you can personally message me and talk to me, you know, whether you asking me for advice, whether you giving me video suggestions, and I will respond to you, you know what I'm saying? I will respond. Also got my donation thing up, so if you are generous enough to want to donate for whatever reason, it's much appreciated by your boy, you know what I'm saying? Today's video reacting to couple finds 2 lost children and brings them to safety. I ain't gonna lie, title sound crazy, but see if the video even crazier.
The baby was laying in that yelling, and I can hear him all the way from my house, like across the alley, about 2 or 3 houses down, screaming, just screaming. So I picked him up.
On Saturday, September 1st, a Texas couple was watching TV when their kids told them they saw a child outside alone. The parents went outside to check on the child and noticed he was wearing only one shoe. The little boy, who appeared to be a...
Nah, come on, man. We gotta do better, y'all. Nah, not like this. You feel me? Like, I feel crazy when I see an animal get abandoned. A child? Y'all motherfuckers losing me, bro.
Around 1 year old, led the parents back to his house. As they got
Two.
closer, they heard another baby crying loudly from inside.
That baby ain't nothing but,
By themselves, man.
what, maybe 10 months old? 1 year old?
This baby was just crying, and there ain't nobody in this house. Doors wide open. I don't know what's going on, man. This is sad.
Nah, this beyond sad. This shit disgusting, bro. Like, whoever, that's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody, this is why they be saying not everybody deserves to be parents.
Nobody in there. They just, this house is wide open with these 2 little kids wandering around.
Yeah, the house looks trash.
It looked like somebody was moving out, and they just left their kids. This is crazy.
They going to hell, too. They ain't gonna be alive much longer, I promise you that. Because the devil, he loves shit like that. That's the type of shit that make him take you with him. Real rap.
He just came.
615-6300.
Look at that little baby not even knowing what's going on, just smiling.
Children are?
Thank you.
You know where their parents are?
What? Was he on live or something? People watching that? Because how are they supposed to, like...
Well, we called them the police, so...
Oh, he must have posted that shit back to back or
If
something.
you know who these children are, y'all need to get here ASAP.
He's home.
This is crazy. It's crazy that shit like this happens all the time in real life, especially in other countries.
Anybody know this house?
How they supposed to know the house from the back? I was about to say, you gotta show the front or something, man. Everybody gonna know, you know what the situation is and that.
Anybody familiar with this house right here?
They got the decorations up and everything. Now I'm starting to think something happened to them. Maybe the parents, like somebody, because why would they kidnap, like, I don't know, bro, I don't know. It just don't seem right. It don't seem like they just up and left. I don't know. Look at the house. It's a nice house.
This is the house the little kids are at. No parents, no one. If they are in there, there's no response. And I'm not going in that house.
Man, what if
But I
somebody
went and
dead
grabbed
in that
little kid out the
motherfucker?
garage because he was yelling.
God forbid, you feel me? But, nah, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
That's what I just said.
Oh, there's stuff all over the place. The little baby was right there in that thing right there. I just went and grabbed him. He was, cause make sure.
Nah, that shit do look trash a little bit. It look a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
What's wrong with him?
Maybe they was just trying to dip. Maybe they on the run, like, you know what I mean? What do y'all comment down below? What do y'all think going on? Like, why y'all think the parents is up and left? Before we even finish this video, let me know what y'all think, you feel me? I feel like something maybe either happened to them or they on the run from the cops, something. Somebody after them, they owe somebody
Baby
money,
was
something
laying in
going
there
on.
yelling, and I can hear him all the way from my house, like across the alley, about 2 or 3 houses down, screaming, just screaming. So I pick him up.
My question is,
The
if they
neighbor
heard
entered the
it,
house through the garage to find the crying baby. He picked up the baby and looked around to see if anyone else was home. However, he noticed the house was in terrible condition.
all right, yeah, we know that part. You just
called-
repeated what he just said. Thank you, I appreciate that. But what I was saying was, if he's 3, 4 houses down, where the fuck is the rest of the neighbors at? The people right next to him, the people right across, the person right on the other side. Has everybody just minding their business? How long was the baby outside for? Like, it's questions I need answered to. I ain't gonna
Called the
lie.
police to report the incident. A few minutes later, officers arrived to conduct a welfare check. They searched the entire house, but found no one inside.
That little man
The
needed
couple
to
stayed
come
outside
on.
with the children.
Somebody find his shoe, please. It's making me uncomfortable with a little boy walking around in that garage like he couldn't cut up his feet. I got a kid, so you know what I mean? I pay attention to shit like that. Somebody got to put his shoe on or
All the
something.
police made some
Pick him
calls.
up, something. Little man don't know what's going on right now. His little foot probably dirty as hell, and that's not to be funny. Somebody get him a little shoe or something, a little
You
slide
got
or
the same
something.
bracelet on with one shoe on. He's stuck.
Yeah, get him a shoe. What you mean? Get him a shoe. Find something. Ask the cop to find him a little shoe or something. You feel me? That shit ain't me uncomfortable. So they gonna cut his shit. His shoe right there, ain't it? Or am I tripping? No way he just walked right over his shoe and didn't pick it up. What you doing?
The house clear? Damn, that's crazy.
Yo, pick up. Why everybody walk by the little boy? Y'all see he ain't got his shoe on. His shoe right there. Let me stop now, but for real though, I don't.
What's there?
Maybe that's just how I
This
think.
was
You
left
feel me?
alone.
'Cause I know these ain't their kids, but still, like, I don't know. These little kids, like, what the fuck going on? Who's all these random ass people?
I guess you gotta take care of the baby till he make his phone calls. He's probably about to call the people.
Baby probably hungry. We don't know how long they could have been out there all day. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right, man. Even if it's for a few minutes, don't never leave your kids by themselves. Anywhere, even at home. Come on. Little kids like that?
Where'd you stop?
Thank you. Thank you.
You stop playing?
Somebody with common sense. Put that shoe on that little boy, man. This ain't right, bro. I can't wait till the parents come.
Okay, so this is part 3. I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. So basically what happened, we were sitting in the house. My kids was playing outside in the backyard. And my kids was like, Mommy, there's a little boy outside walking around by himself.
We already know all this
So
information.
he's like, the little boy leads us back to his house. We get back to the house, to all the other neighbors' house, and ask them like, hey, do you know who live here? Do you know what happened?
Neighbors,
Have you
nobody
seen
got out.
anybody?
All right, cool.
Nothing, because they live like down the alley from my house. So they don't live like right next door to me. They like live
Yo,
down
man,
the alley.
can we
So
get to the
boy
part where
walked
the
and
parents
turned
showed
a little
up?
bit.
No
So
disrespect.
then finally we're still sitting there with the police. We're still trying to figure out what to do. I'm guessing the police called CPS and we was waiting for them to show up, but they didn't show up.
Okay.
Then maybe
Come
like
on, let's
an
get to
hour
the part
with
where the parent,
with
yeah.
us finding the kids, a lady pulls up in a truck.
All right,
So
that's
the
what we
lady
want to hear.
sits in the truck for a minute first. So she sit in the truck for like maybe 5 minutes before she even get out the truck.
Yeah, I mean.
Then she gets out the truck and she walks over to the house. So she calm. Like,
Was that a
she
parent
not
or
worried
like?
about nothing. She walks over. She looks at me. She looks at the kids. I'm still holding this baby, and I don't know this neighbor, so I'm still holding this baby. The lady just walked straight past me, went to the police, and was like, "Oh, what happened? Why are you guys at my house?" So we asking her like,
Why were you at your house, man? Why weren't you at your house? Why was these kids screaming to the top of their lungs to where people down the street can hear that shit for Lord knows how long? Why are we at your house? You lucky it was us and not somebody else that would have came and kidnapped your damn kids. Fuck wrong with her,
ma'am,
right?
do you even know these kids? Like, these kids were in the streets. Like, do you know them? And she's like, yeah, I know these two. And we're like, okay, well, ma'am, they were in the streets. And she's like, oh, well, my brother was supposed to be home with them. Was my brother not home? And we like, ma'am, if your brother was home, then we wouldn't have the police here.
Her brother wasn't home. I can tell y'all what happened right now. Because I know a lot of times shit like this happens to young girls, young ladies. I don't know how old she was, but like, for me, the two boys, they pretty close in age, so I'm assuming she had to have been young. You know what I'm saying? That postpartum hit. And if y'all know what that is, it's something women go through after having kids, you know what I'm saying? And it can last for years, you know what I mean? Sometimes it won't go away. But like, it's like when they get depressed or they get overwhelmed, they, you know what I'm saying, go through a lot of shit at once. I feel like she had to take a break. She felt like she needed a break. She probably was going crazy in her head. And she just, in a moment of weakness, up and left. Now, I'm not excusing it, but I'm saying that it happens. It really do happen to women. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I see my mom go through shit like that. But she ain't never up and leave us, thankfully, you feel me? But like, it's like, it happens to a lot of women, especially if they don't have no help. I don't know where the father was, but
We wouldn't be holding the babies. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like,
there's no excuse though.
oh,
No excuse.
okay. So then the police was like, okay, well, we need to go inside the house and we need to go have a conversation. And the lady's still not trying to get these kids. So then the police was like, ma'am, you need to get these kids and we need to go inside this house and we need to have a conversation. So the police get all of our information, take our statement or whatever and what we know. And then he takes the lady in the house. They kept her over there maybe like 30 minutes or so. And then after that, we kind of don't know what happened. So I don't know if CPS came. I don't know if, like, we don't know. We just know the lady showed up.
Okay.
Conversation with her.
You don't know what happened, and I need to get
to
to
I'm not finna,
a part where we know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but they still there.
Come on, let's get to the part where we know what's going on.
20-year-old.
If you don't know what's going on, I
As
don't need to
know,
be
the
hearing
kids
you
are
right
okay.
now.
That's the only update we got right now.
A 20-year-old woman was arrested after leaving her two.
I told y'all, and I'm not saying that on no hype shit. Like, yeah, I was right. It's more like a, like yeah, man. Like, it's easy to understand that. You see how the house was trashed. You feel me? Somebody that's a little older, a little more experienced, they probably wouldn't have, did that. Like, they wouldn't have handled it how she handled it. The girl probably felt overwhelmed. She probably was like, oh, I'm gonna just go to the store real quick. I'll leave them. I'll be right back. You feel what I'm saying? But like, in that little moment of weakness, you could lose everything. That's why you gotta stay strong. You have kids, you lay down, you decide to have kids, now it's your responsibility.
Charged with 2 counts of abandoning a child with the intent to return, and both children were released to their grandparents. Being a parent can be overwhelming, and it's natural to want a break sometimes. Parenting is a demanding, full-time responsibility, and everyone deserves moments to unwind and remember their individuality beyond being a parent. This is often especially true for
That's true, but you
parents of young children who may long for
you gotta
a
find a
break.
way
However,
around it, man.
while it's
Your
essential,
break is gonna come. That's one thing I always used to tell myself when I was tired. I'm like, yo, I don't wanna do this shit. Man, look, not that I don't wanna be around my daughter, but like, it's a lot. Especially when you're younger, you already struggling. You feel what I'm saying? But as I got older, my daughter started getting older. I'm like, you know what? For me, she ain't asked for none of this shit. So I'm gonna make sure she at least get to enjoy it. Even if I'm stressed out right now, she can't see that. Because she didn't ask for none of this. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you deserve to be a kid. Is that
essential
simple?
for parents to find time for themselves. It's equally important to ensure that
So I guess this is like the final part, I guess, to my story. So I did get an update. Somebody else.
All right, well, he already told us, so I don't need to hear her saying that she be chatting. You know what I mean? No disrespect, she be chatting. But look, man, y'all let me know how y'all felt about that video, man. Like, what did y'all think was going on with the parent? I personally felt like either they was on the run or something because the crib looked crazy. I couldn't tell she was coming back with the way that shit looked. I don't know where the father was. For one, she said her brother was supposed to watch him. I guess he lives with them. I don't know what the situation is, but that's what I'm saying. Look, if you got a kid or even if you don't, you dealing with shit, remember one little small moment of weakness, you could lose it all. So don't do no dumb shit. Stand strong. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be sunshine and you know what I'm saying, beautiful days past that storm. You know what I mean? It don't rain forever. Remember that.